hard labor. News of the liberation of one Soviet town after another has been coming thick and fast. This is the story of Tarnapol, a strong German position to the east of Lvov. Its liberation effected by forces of the First Ukrainian Army under Marshal Joukov. In the manner of its capture, the outflanking to north and south, followed by the surrounding of the town and its garrison by the Russians, that is typical of many more recent victories on the Eastern Front. So are the scenes of the whole operation. The town has been isolated, but the German garrison still holds out in spite of the continuous hammering administered by Soviet gunners. As at Tarnapol, so at Minsk, Vilna, Lida, and scores of other places, the town is cut off, surrounded, hammered, and then finally troops and armor burst through the defenses for the kill. General Cherniakovsky, who played a great part in this victory, has since then been winning even more sensational victories further north. While Soviet forces are annihilating Germans in one great town after another, their comrades have been driving on at the rate of 20 miles a day, into Latvia, into Lithuania, and closing rapidly on the very birthplace of Germany's incorrigible military cult, East Prussia. At point after point, the speed of the Soviet advance has left thousands of the enemy to be wiped out by bloody street fighting in the abandoned garrison towns. While Hitler's communiques talk of defensive battles in the east, Hitler's armies are being cut to pieces by the catastrophic blows of the Soviet forces. Germans have surrendered in tens of thousands. German generals have been killed or captured by the dozen. Garrison after garrison left behind in a suicidal effort to check the Russian advance has been obliterated. These Germans have fought stubbornly. Here's a case in point, a particular house fortified and used as a defensive stronghold to the last man. These street battles for the capture of a town have often lasted several days, but they all ended in one way: the capture of the town by the Red Army and the addition of many thousands of corpses to the millions of Germans already accounted for. These were Germans whom Hitler and his high command left to their inevitable fate. Here are guns and equipment which equally the Germans can't afford to lose. After complete Soviet victory, the first inhabitants of the town emerged from their cellars and shelters to look for houses, most of which, like countless others in the hundreds of square miles now liberated, have been wiped out in the battle. Here, the enemy too had been almost totally destroyed, all but the beaten remnant who surrendered, some 2,400 officers and men. The storm has indeed broken on the Eastern Front. Almost all Russia has been freed, but the thunder of the battle can now be heard on the very frontiers of the Reich.